Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey.
Well, ready to let them loose?
Yep, that's it. Let's see if they make us run.
Oh,
Probably so.
yeah, that one tried to get after him, but other than that, what can you expect? I mean, can you blame them? Oh yeah, they're getting after us now. Go, Joey, go!
Hey man!
Hey, man, buddy. I'm gonna get in the truck. You gotta go back and get your camera.
But also, just get as many as you can off the one next to it. Get out.
You gotta move away.
Do that side again. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Hey, got going here. I got late getting in here, and JW jumped out as was coming on.
I'd let my little dog out, Joey.
Yeah. Hope everybody over there in the chat's doing well. The link should be pinned. According to what I'm looking at. Anybody wants to come on in. Let's see. Well, how's your day or week been, Mr. JW? Other than trying to get over the
Oh, it hadn't been a fun week. I'll put it that way.
yeah.
I'm getting better.
I got a new cane.
Got a new cane today.
Oh yeah.
It was on special. So that
Upgraded.
I have to use.
Go pee. Go pee.
I'll have to use that walker to farm on, rough
Yeah.
ground and stuff. But I'm gonna try to meet with the cane. I met with my orthopedic doctor yesterday, and he kind of turned me loose to do whatever I thought I could stand to do. So he made a big mistake, probably. It may be a big mistake on my part too. I may overdo it. We'll see.
Yeah. Just have to remember what you just went through.
Yeah.
You might feel like you can throw a big bale of hay over in the truck somewhere, but you gotta be careful.
Well, actually, I'm sore right now, and I was a week ago. Yeah. Be 2 weeks Monday since I had surgery, but I'm sore. My wife, that's my wife in the background calling the dog. You can hear her.
It's actually raining here today. We hadn't had rain in a while. And
we're having a shower every other day or so. We still got a flow going on, Joey.
It just started raining about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour. Rained good for just a few minutes. Now it's just kind of sprinkling.
I haven't been out of the house hardly today. I go out for some reason in the afternoon. I don't have fever or anything like that. All you online doctors. I get cold. It's 92 or 93 degrees here, and I get cold in the house. I go out and I got on a sweatshirt and sweats. Wife keeps the house 75, but I'm all right in the morning stuff. Seems like in the afternoon I get cold.
Yeah.
Why? But other than that, I'm doing good. A little sore. So, trying to do my therapy.
You know that I've got rheumatoid.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I could work out in the cold weather, and it wouldn't really. Now, if I'm just sitting outside, it'd bother me. But if I'm busy outside, cold weather wouldn't bother me that much. But you let me, I used to have to run the air conditioners and the sound and all that kind of stuff, maintenance at our church. And I always kind of used certain people to decide what I set the temperatures on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a
Judge.
standard.
Yeah.
I had a standard of what it was going to be set on, and if I seen a certain person fanning or putting on a sweater,
Mhm.
I knew what to do. But there were several of them that's going to fan or put on a sweater either way, or both. But there was one time with my rheumatoid, and I was kind of flared up that day. It was a 40-degree day outside. It was in our fall, our winter, and it was a sunshiny day, but it was 40, and we had to get that air running. And any time that standard was like 70 degrees, 72 during service, 70 degrees, and if the outside temperature was that or lower, you usually have to lower the inside temperature too, you know. But I had people burning up in there, and I was turning that air conditioner down, and I finally got so cold, my joints got to hurting, and I told somebody else to watch the sound for a minute. I had to go outside. I'm standing out there in the parking lot, and this lady come in that knew me real well. She said, "What's the matter?" And I said, "I had to come out here to warm up. I had to get in the sun because
Mhm.
my joints was just soaking up that cool air.
Mhm.
Get out in that sunshine. The temperature had nothing to do with it standing
Yeah.
outside. It was the radiant sun. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. But it's funny what the body will do, uh, feeling cold or hot.
Yeah.
And the temperature really doesn't have anything to do with it sometimes. Anybody over there in the chat feel like coming in now? Y'all need to come in because me and JW, we'll run out of stuff to talk about. Uh, I have been in the process of drying some honey this week. Maybe next week I'll have a video on that. Something don't go wrong. It's been kind of interesting. Um, Other than that, I hadn't really done a whole lot beekeeping this
Mhm.
year. Just pulling that some of the moisture out of that honey.
When did you make your that last extraction video? You posted it today. I watched it.
Yeah, that was about, I can't remember when I did pull it now. It wasn't but just about 5 or 6 days before I extracted it.
Okay, but
I
you're
did.
done. You're done extracting.
That's it.
Yep. Well, good Lord willing, I'm going to start Thursday. Got help coming. So Thursday's the day. As of now, we're going to start on my stuff.
You just sit out there and point with that new cane and tell them
I'm
get
going
that.
to have to, Joey. I can't pick up nothing. Or I've got a side by side work cart, and I've got a 4x4. Just straight. Handlebar 4x4. I can get around and get on there, and I think the boys that we get the honey, get the supers off. I've got a couple of little trailers, and usually I don't know, I maybe repeat myself. I usually just put cardboard on the bottom of them and stack them supers up as I go, about 4 or 5 high, whatever, depends on how full the super is, and then cover them up good. Try to keep the bees out of them. My only concern is I haven't been in the apiary enough. I don't think we've got to worry about robbing yet this week because I've still got a good flow going on. Seems to be.
Yeah, that's a
And
good thing.
if they don't go to robbing, why, we'll be in good shape. It won't take very long. I got 2 or 3 big, stout, handsome, growing men. Gonna pull them, and you get one guy putting on fume boards, and one guy blowing supers or switching around, the other guy blowing them out. Well, it shouldn't take, a big long time. I'm thinking Haven't discounted. I'm thinking around somewhere around 75, 80 maybe. Supers to pull, so we'll see what happens. And they all not, I'm not sure they're all not full. I may have some that don't have anything in them, so some of them I put on there pretty late, but I think I'm expecting, considering the year, I'm expecting a pretty sizable amount of honey. We'll see what happens. I'll never count my chickens for the hatch.
Yeah.
Try to not take on the honey.
Yeah, those spring feet. Those spring
Sure.
feet look good there, Hanley.
Yeah. Whatever the good Lord gives me is what I'll go with.
When you go extract?
What I'm gonna do is I've got a 30 by 40 shed that I extract in, Joey, and them trailers. I got overhead doors in them where I can back them trailers inside, and I'm just gonna leave them on there. And I've got an air conditioner running and two dehumidifiers just in case I need them. I feel like my honey ought to be dry, but we'll see. I'll test it there, or have the boys too, or I will. When we start, see what it's running, and if it's not, if it's pretty well ready. Once I get it inside there, why I shouldn't have any bee problem, and I'll just I can sit there and extract and I've got a grandson that's going to help me put the frames in the extractors and stuff. So he works nights, and he's graduated from college and works for Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
He works nights, so he's going to come out and help me, do the inside work. If I can just get them off, I'll be 100% satisfied. Well, I can handle the extraction end of it. So I've done it the same way for enough years that I've got my little routine that I do. So I don't think I'll have any trouble, with anything. Unless I fall and break my neck, I'll be all right.
Yeah. Mark Miller said he's got his all done.
Well, Mark, congratulations. I'm glad to hear you got her under control, buddy. I hope everything works out for you. You got more honey than what you thought you was going to get, I'm assuming. So that's a good deal.
Man, this thing's bouncing. I go and click on something, it moves.
I've got to, well, I tell you what, I've got to get some honey extracted. I think I'm from my last year's supply. I think I'm down to about 100 pounds. They've been carrying it off that little old wagon there behind me. Since I've been down, the word must be out that I'm not around. They can steal it, I guess, because my son, he restocks it. He lives there on my primary farm, and they've been, Lord, I'm going to guess maybe 200, maybe 220 pounds they've hauled off. Just come there and got it and left the money, and he said it's about to work him to death. He's spending all his time. He had to bottle a lot more stuff, because I don't bottle up ahead of time. I just bottle as a seller. So
here they were probably thinking you wasn't doing much, huh?
Yeah.
All these days.
Yeah. So anyway, that's for sales. It's probably maybe last week was my best individual week ever. Heck, I just got more money than I can count. I just don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna have to figure out something dumb. I think maybe I'm gonna have to do it. I'm thinking about a little honey pump, because I store some barrels, and
I tell you that little pump I've been using, that little Hillco's what they call it,
yep,
compact pump.
mm-hmm,
That little thing's nice. I've been using it this week.
yeah. I've never used one. I just dip it out and and put it in my bottling tank out of them barrels. But I'm gonna check into it. See,
Yeah,
that money's just burning my pocket, Joey. I got to get rid of it.
but it's nice. Now it's got the big what inch and a half holes I think it is on it.
Yeah.
For what I do, I don't think I would really need maybe on the intake side have the bigger hose, but I think you could probably work with 1 inch and it'd be easier you wouldn't have all that honey weight just sagging there, and you could hook it on your barrel and
Well, I've
no.
been lying to them guys over on the dirty side, about honey, and I said I'm gonna have so much honey, I'm gonna have to fire up I've got a 2 inch kind of a trash pump, out here that I had for my farm operations. I said
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fire up my trash pump. I'll just pump. I'll have so much honey, I'll have to pump with it.
Clay, you say you're getting commercials in the middle
Sir?
of a live. Clay said he was getting commercials.
Oh,
And some setting must have got changed. Anybody else getting them? Baker Bees is getting them.
well, he'll get them unless he blocks them, won't he, from StreamYard?
Let's see if I don't know if I can do anything while it's going or not. Don't know. I don't know if that'd be from the StreamYard side or the. I don't need to see where it let me go in settings while we're operating. If I find it, I'll turn it off. Hey, Ian. I don't think I've ever had trouble with commercials before. I had to change some kind of setting.
Mm.
And it won't let me edit anything, I don't think. Give me just a minute. Mode, automatic, recommended. Let's put it on manual. All right, y'all let me know if it stopped. Because I did change the setting. I would have left it alone, Clay. I was making money with you getting those commercials. They must like listening to me and you talk. Nobody's wanting to come in.
Bless their hearts. They ain't gonna come in and help us out, are they, buddy? You was talking about Thursday night. Was that this past Thursday? That wasn't your club meeting, was it?
Thursday, I was in Baton Rouge Thursday.
Okay. Well, I know I heard you mention to someone on either last
Well,
night's chatter.
I was supposed to go to a meeting, the Purvis meeting in Mississippi Thursday, but my wife wanted to go look at some apartments for the granddaughter. Just wanted us to ride through the neighborhoods where
Mm-hmm.
those rented houses are at
Mm-hmm.
and see what it looked like. So I didn't get back to late
Yeah.
Thursday sometime. I can't remember now. I got home in time to get on and chat a little bit on.
Would have been Keith on Thursday.
Yeah, I was able to get on there for the last 30 minutes or hour, chat a
Yeah.
little bit. I tried to listen to it while we were traveling, but I don't know. I just ain't had that good a look listening to anybody's live while I'm traveling. We don't have a good enough signal around here to do that.
What's your local buddies up to? What's world famous Mike Berry doing? You talk to him or
I
what's
hadn't talked to him the last few days. I don't know
going
what's up.
on down there with all you semi-coon asses, Cajuns?
Yeah. I thought I'd hear from Jeff today to see if he's coming on tonight, but I don't guess he's coming on. He's probably doing something. I'm supposed to go to another meeting. Let's see, what day is this? I might have missed that one. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to another meeting Monday night, but wife just asked me if I'd go to Baton Rouge with her to look at another apartment Monday.
Yeah. Well,
I guess I just say
I'll
yes.
tell you what. That Mrs. and the granddaughter's priority over your bee beating. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it is about the rentals in Baton Rouge. I mean, they put it out on like classifieds and everything and some kind of website, but you can't just call the owner. They always got a third party person in there that you got to contact and go through them to set up and come look at the place if you want to see the inside or the backyards or anything like that. I'll tell you one of them when we rode through, seen a few kids out playing and everything, and I said, kids out playing, that kind of means something.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a guy cutting somebody's yard and he was just finishing up, and I pulled up there by him and had it, he had his trailer there with his lawnmowers and the signs on his truck and everything. So I knew he wasn't part of that neighborhood. And I got to ask him about it. And he said, yes, a real good neighborhood. And all the ones that are other little neighborhoods around there's nice too, And we wasn't talking to him 2 minutes. He was already inviting us to church. I said, well, look at here. So.
Well, we're on that subject, and neither one of us it has anything to do with bees. My youngest granddaughter is 20 years old, and she just transferred schools from junior college to 4-year university. 20 years old, and last spring their folks went and rented her an apartment. 20 years old now, and in the end of last week, she got a notice from the university that said she couldn't live in an apartment because she wasn't 21 yet, and she'd have to live in university housing, have to be living in a dormitory.
Hmm.
They, last minute after all summer, and they notify them, and so it's kind of put them in a mess. And
Yeah.
needless to say, my son, who's her daddy, ain't very happy. So it's frustrating. So she's been on her own and worked, but she's not 21 yet. So the university changed the rule, and used to and she's a junior, and they like she was just starting a freshman.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually.
University used to, you had to live in the university housing. These universities, their enrollment's down and they're hard up for money, and I think they're changing their protocols in order to get this money for housing also
Yeah.
in the dorms. So it's kind of been a mess. School's ready to start here. She was getting ready to move, and he's going to move her this coming week. So
Well, they used to be that way when you first starting freshman. You had to do the whole year,
yep,
2 semesters in
Yep.
dorm. And now LSU, you do the dorm the first year, and then they kicking you out.
yep.
Want you to go somewhere else, if you will.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't think it's mandatory, but they prefer you to get out
Mhm.
and go find somewhere else to live where they can bring other freshmen in, get them trapped in there.
Like I said,
she's change the subject a little bit. You bringing yourself in, Tom? No? Well, you just sit right there then.
I don't know how Melissa does it every time. I might get on here and monkey around with it a little bit, see if I can mess something up.
What is the question I was about to ask? When you're doing oxalic acid, he left. And we done got an echo going now. We ain't had one. Ain't that crazy?
No, I don't hear it between us, Joey, but I'm not saying you're probably right. I don't hear it.
I just started here.
Well, that didn't work, so.
What was the matter?
I was going to try to do something, that I logged myself out.
I'm the only one I hear echo. I don't know if y'all hear it.
Well, I haven't heard about it.
The question I was going to ask was oxalic acid. How many grams per deep box?
4 is the recommended.
4
Not over 4 on a
per box.
10 frame deep, per box.
Yeah.
That's what I do too. I just smoke them till their eyes water.
Yeah.
So
4 grams. They're basically 4 grams.
it kind of amounts to how big of an EPA outlaw you want to be, Joey. If I think they need more, I'll put on more. I think they need quite that. And of course, I run most of my stuff's 8 frame too, but I still run 4s in them in the deeps.
I remember what was 1 gram.
Yeah.
Years ago. Was that your forklift? Was it your microwave backing up, or your forklift heating spoon?
It's the preheat ready on the oven. We just got home not long ago. Me and my son and my nephew were all working landscaping today, and Melissa did 2 markets. Brian, you asked how the market was today. I have no clue. Melissa did 2 different markets, and I don't know anything about that. I went out there early this morning and I helped her set up, and then I met up with the guys, and we pushed until 6:30. So
And went fishing, you say?
Yes, sir. Didn't catch a
Poor
thing.
Melissa went fishing, didn't you?
Well, yeah, it only seemed right. She's the one that said she's the boss, so the boss is the one that gets stuck with all the heavy lifting when nobody's there. So I just wanted to give her an idea of what being a boss is like.
So,
Seems legit, right? Oh yeah, Brian, that cooler we bought, it was expensive. It has a little onboard refrigerator thing built into it. It's like a mobile cooler that I don't remember the name of it. It's downstairs. It's heavy. Basically has like a little refrigerator unit in it. You can plug it into DC. You can plug it into AC. Yeah, it's pretty handy. It's basically so Melissa can keep the creamed honey in the creamed fashion, and same thing with the comb honey. So it's just an investment. Yeah, DC, something like what you would use for RVing, probably.
Yeah, they got 12 volt. They got them now that run off 12 volt. You can also put an adapter on them. Some of them have them built in. You can plug in 110, but it's still running off 12 volt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there must be some sort of inverter in it.
Yeah.
She researched it more than I did, and she just told me the price. And I'm like, yeah. And then
some of them have the inverter compressors in them.
Yeah, this is like the size of a full-size cooler. So, I mean, they got good reviews. It's another item to try to hold the integrity of the product and make life easier, I guess. JW, how are you feeling?
doing good. A little sore.
Yeah.
A little bit of a dull overall leg ache, but it's I'm trying to stay off the opioid painkillers, so
Sure.
try to tough it out. So I'm doing all right. I'm able to sleep.
Well, let me ask you this: you've been in a lot of pain before the surgery. Are you in more pain after, or the same, or less?
No, I'm not near much pain after. You know, even I met with my orthopedic surgeon yesterday. He's released me to my own recognizance pretty much. He said, are you able to walk on your own? I said, not really. And but I got me a Amazon cane.
Oh, fancy one.
I've already done away. If I go to farm on that rough ground, I'm going to keep my walker. Because, if I get off balance or something with the cane, why? I don't want to fall on gravel and spend my, I'd hate to skin up my beautiful, smile.
Yep, I agree. Yep, doing that.
I'm doing good. We're, my baby, Samuel Blake, he's pretty well keeping me covered.
Yeah. It kind of worked out, didn't it?
Sir?
The timing kind of worked out well, didn't it? He retired, you did surgery, and
it was bad I wasn't expecting to go through this, this surgery stuff, but considering I had to or did, I'm glad I've got it over with. Yeah, he's been a godsend to me. I have to give him credit for that.
Yeah, he's a guy that doesn't sit still much.
ASS, but
Yeah, but I bet you both of those trucks are clean, and he's probably cleaned up other stuff around the farm when you're absence.
He's cleaning up he's OCD on that cleaning. He cleaned up everything he gets supposed to,
Yeah. Hey, that's okay for you though. You know that, right?
Well, he's always kind of been that way. So not just because it's my stuff. He tractors, my swarm catcher, the whole bit. He's got it shined up, put up for grease. He's OCD on grease and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
whole bit. So
Oh yeah,
he's
maintenance.
been a lot. He give him credit. He's like I said, he's a pain in the ASS, but he's sure been a lot of help to me during this ordeal. So
Yeah, that's good. I love it. I seen he was out cutting some shooting lanes and stuff like that for deer season and all with the brush hog. It looked like.
that's a bunch of my set aside ground. I told him not to get too carried away because I'm not.
Oh.
You're not supposed to. But he's always. That's about his own volition. He's taking care of old Blake where he don't have to wade through those weeds and stuff where he can get these deer stands.
Yep. I don't blame him. I'd do the same thing.
He takes my big bat. I got a big 20-foot batwing mower, to fit on that. And I said, don't make over one pass around that, around those different fields. So I've got all the government, everything I can get and set aside anymore since I got rid of all my cattle. It's too rough to row crop farm.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it's in places where the deer, turkey, and coons are so bad, it's almost impossible to raise a row crop. Corn and potato.
Oh, okay. So he's doing a good thing.
My main hoop barn yard out there,
Mm-hmm.
It's that's 60 acres back there, give or take just an acre or two. And I went around it a day or two before I had the surgery. I've got a little 6-foot bush hog on my little tractor, and I went around that field because I like to keep the weeds down and the waterways. And I'll guarantee you that 60 acres. I guarantee you. Oh, I'm gonna say 12, 15 acres of it to coons and deer. They run it. You got to water it down and eat off.
Mm-hmm.
How bad the wild.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing he goes down there and thins the herd just a little bit too.
Yeah.
There's definitely a need for that. Whether people
Well,
like
about all my neighbors, the row crop farmer boys, they can't keep them down either. A lot of them, you can get nuisance permits in Illinois for the deer. If you can show the conservation people that they're getting a lot of damage, which is easy to do.
Yeah.
But the bad thing about it, or what I don't like about it, that the state requires if you do kill the deer, nuisance with a nuisance permit, you're supposed to leave them right where they fall.
Really?
You'd think they'd give them to a.
They don't want you to harvest.
Yep, nursing facilities or something. But it's if they catch you hauling one of them, they'll find you.
It just fell in my freezer. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's probably right, Norm.
Some of those rules that they have are absolutely absurd. I understand if they say, okay, you cannot keep the deer, but you donate it to homeless shelter, any number of charities that could use that.
I think they ought to have to come get it. I think when the government puts rules like that on you, they ought to have to come get it.
Is that me?
That's all of us. That's me and you.
I don't think I'm echoing. I have an earbud in, and that seemed to help out before when I'd done that. So
I do not hear an echo, Joey.
I'm hearing it with Joey and with Norman.
It was doing fine and just started all of a sudden.
And then I showed up.
No, it was before you got here.
Well, I'm just going to say that I hate the fact that they want us to give like all the finest cuts of meat to homeless people. It's like you go out there, you spend your money, you spend your days, and you take something down, and then they want you to give it to some old lady and whatever. It's like it's not fair. You should donate it to high-end restaurants.
I'll be back.
All right. Well, here's a test. It's got to be.
I think this is all a StreamYard issue on this echoing. We've had it the last 3 or 4 nights that ever chat since it started with the stream team Wednesday. Keith had it. Charlie had it last night. I think it's a StreamYard deal. Everybody's tried everything they know to do. I can think of.
Yeah, I'm looking at my bike shape. It's okay. It should be all right.
I seem to notice a couple different times that I'm echoing now. That's weird. That if more than 2 people were on the chat, that's when the echoing would start.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I think something's wrong with the software in their noise cancellation setting. It's not really canceling. I mean, the echo. Let's see what that's called.
I think we should just go forward and assume that everything we say is really profound.
Echo cancellation. It seems not to be working.
Well,
yeah, Joey's up there. He's not echoing.
Mine's
I
not
think it's
echoing
Clay
now.
Bunner when he started coming on. I think he upset the whole system, and I think, he hadn't come on for years, and he's been on here. If he started coming on here this week and he started getting echoes, I think it's his fault. I'm blaming Clay.
So mine quit echoing?
I'd be real upset.
I'm not echoing. All right, I'm going to tell you what I did. I went to settings, audio, noise cancellation, or echo cancellation, unchecked it, and then checked it back. You know how to do that, Norman?
I just did that.
Oh, and you're still doing it.
What about me, though? I'm not echoing now.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are.
Hold on.
To me, you are.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Tom, you'll always be an echo to me.
Only if it's a profound one. Okay, I just tried it. Nothing. It's not working.
Or maybe it was just a coincidence.
Before I got here, was this happening?
I was echoing. I started echoing when Tom come in. So maybe if somebody else would come in, you'd quit echoing.
I mean, if I just keep talking for a long period of time, I kind of talk over my echo, and then it doesn't seem like the echoing. So then, like, the last thing I say, I'll echo, and that's all it is. So, like, everything I've said from the beginning I started talking until right now has an echo. But now, is it going to echo? Yes.
Just keep a run-on sentence going the entire time. Don't let up. Keep on talking. Hey, JW. Hey, Joey. How you doing? Robert, how you doing?
It didn't work for you. It was actually echoing over your own voice. The echo's getting smarter.
I guess.
It's evolving.
Yep, roulette. Hey, I can deal with the echo. It ain't no big deal. I just can't. I don't know why when I'm talking on this thing and it starts that echoing, it gets on my nerves because it makes me think the person that I'm talking to is trying to talk back. But when I can see you and I know you're not trying to talk back, it doesn't mess me up that bad.
So I'm curious, how are you guys doing for conditions right now? Like, just to bring it back to bees for a second. We can get back to the echo right away. But
I don't have nothing but dry grass and weeds around me. No kind of nectar coming in. All my bees are in good shape because they got plenty of nectar in their second, or plenty of honey in their second box. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Like, I'll tell you about what I'm going through right now. Like, we've had a lot of water like roll through, so there seems to be blooms everywhere. Like I left some comb that I pulled out of a hive that was like just full of, it was just full of nectar. And I just left it on top of a hive. They're not robbing it. It's like the wasps are on it. It's lasted 2 days and it's still full of nectar. And the wasps are still on it. It's like, I'd swear I'm on it, but they're not packing full. But like, there's enough to keep them happy where I'm at. So it's not like I'm parked next to a farm field or something. You're muted, Joey.
I muted JW and you quit echoing. I was just playing with the mute buttons.
Oh no. I don't want to blame JW.
So do each one of us have to talk and then mute ourselves again?
Oh, look, there's JW. I don't know.
All right. Well, JW, mute for a sec. Let's see what happens.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
But anyway,
he's in trouble now.
Now I'm echoing again.
You know, I'm not even hearing the echo. I did hear a little bit of echo on Norm there, but I'm not even hearing any echoes there than.
It's because you're the eye of the storm.
Okay. Norman, go back to what you was talking about.
Well, I was saying that we're still getting some flow here, which is nice, but not a lot. And I've actually got so ballsy about it. I'm actually doing a bunch of splits right now. Because I have some really powerful hives. Like they don't have a lot of, like there's a little bit of nectar in there. They look good, and I don't know. I'm just getting ready for next year is what I'm figuring at this point. Like I don't expect to get a big fall crop or anything, but I just want to have like too many hives next year. It's kind of my plan. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty excited about it. So yesterday, I stole 4 completely mature queens from my breeder hives, and was moving out to another yard where I have more of my production hives, and set up the production hives out there, and then put them out there. And it's like the first one went well. It's like I did the split, put the queen in. The queen looked like, oh, they're interested. Okay, that one was good. Second one, same thing. Do the split. Half the frames are over. Oh yeah, they seem to like her. Third one, I do it. The queen decides it's like, oh, I have wings. I'm gonna fuck off now. So she just boom, off she went. She just flew away on me. It was horrible. I tried to grab her out of the sky, and it's like, luckily I had one more queen, so it wasn't like the last hive I just made. The queen flew off of me, so now I have a queenless hive. It was the second last one, so then at that point I could stop doing splits. So at least that worked out for me. But yeah, it's nice to be able to have a bit of a flow and be able to play with bees a little bit.
All right. So you wasn't echoing a bit there while I got JW's mic muted. As soon as I unmute it, it'll start echoing again. See, me too.
Well, maybe it's me some way. I don't know.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, y'all.
What you up to? So you got through with your honey.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get an echo. Yep.
I think you have the greatest echo of all. It's epic. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I got done with honey today. Finally. It sucked.
So you're done, cleaned up and everything. You said, huh?
Done. I ain't fooling with it no more.
Yeah. Judging by your overalls, I'd say you're pretty warm right now.
That's got to
the way
be
Mark
real
always
cold
dresses.
for him to have a shirt on under them overalls.
Hey, I'm as guilty. I put a shirt on just to come in here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't see the sign.
So you know, like if I came in here without a shirt, that'd be bad. But if I had like overall straps here, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know the decorum for the chat. I love it.
Well, the echo went away.
So how
Hey,
do you think you did, Mark?
What was that?
Well, you're saying you just went through all your honey. How do you think you did?
1,760 pounds is what I wound up with.
That's a good haul.
Nice.
It wasn't bad, but it's about 1,500 off.
Yeah.
How many hives is that from?
I don't even know.
Okay, so then that is definitely bad. How high can you count?
Well, it's kind of like me. I had colonies that were supposed to be production colonies that never made a drop of honey in the third box. And I had some that wasn't intended to be production colonies make a whole box of honey, a medium box of honey.
Yeah.
It was a weird year.
I had the same thing. I have a yard that last year it actually produced really well, and this year, you know, they didn't put a single drop in the super. Nothing. But then I have another yard that it's like basically I just put all my bees I hated there, and they just drew out ridiculous amount of, and I gave them nothing. I gave them empty plastic. They drew all the comb, you know, filled out 2 boxes, and these are like basically nukes that went to like 2 full boxes of bees and 3 boxes of honey from nothing. It's shocking. So that's a good yard. I'm going to keep that one.
The best 2 hives I had, they were pretty strong, like mid-May, and Dwayne wanted to run a bunch of mating nukes, so he wanted a bunch of bees. So I went out there. I thought, well, I'm gonna shake bees off of these 2 hives because they getting too strong anyway. So I shook almost all the bees out of them 2 hives. I mean, I pushed them down hard, and they wound up making the most honey.
Yeah, funny.
It don't make sense, but they did. It's like I put them in overdrive.
Yeah. If I was going to make rules for this year, it's like, give your bees like waxed foundation. They'll make more honey with that. But yeah, that's not how it works at all. But yeah, that's how it worked for me this year. All my stuff that had like, you know, drawn out stuff that like I'm just basically mollycoddling them. They did nothing.
My early splits, a lot of them, my first splits, once I got them in 10 frames, I sold a queen off and then put the boxes together, and they made a lot of honey.
What's
Well,
up,
it's still
Ones that
1,700 pounds. That's pretty good.
I'm like Joey though. The ones that I thought was going to be production highs didn't do nothing.
That was a late echo there.
Yeah.
What's going on, ECP? I guess he can't hear us.
He's getting sorted.
He keeps going out.
JW, going out dancing tonight? Good deal.
Hey, did you?
What's the boxes behind you?
I'm gonna get drunker than I ever been and do the cowboy boogie on the bar.
There you go. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Mark. No sympathy here. I'm doing good.
Good.
Hey, Mark, did UPS ever make it right with you?
I still ain't got my money back.
No kidding.
No.
The shipper filed for it, huh?
Yeah, she said it could take 6 months.
Yeah.
Probably won't ever see that money again.
Outlaws.
They probably thought it was a drug transfer and kept it all. That's what I figure.
Something happened.
Knowing Miller and Rawls, they probably figured it was a big time drug transfer, and they absconded the money. I mean, the box. That's what my thinking is on it.
Guys work real hard to make all that drug money, and then the post office comes and takes it away.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Chris?
I can.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
You couldn't hear me earlier.
I know I messed it up. I was trying to change my background. And I can't figure out how to do that. I was going to put a picture up, and I've got this new iPad, and I just can't figure out a lot of stuff on it yet. I'll figure it out eventually.
I'm assuming you're back to work, Miller?
Yeah. I'm going back in Sunday night. I've been off all week. Doctor said I was going to live. He got on to me for smoking, though.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
He said it's cancer's being haved. Just keep taking the medicine I'm taking, and it's keeping it down. So
good for you. We may make that fishing trip yet.
yeah, we might. If you don't show me up. I may live to be 85. I don't know.
God, I hope so. That'll make me about 112.
Yeah. Well, I turned 60, Tuesday?
I knew that. I knew you had a birthday in there.
Yeah, Tuesday's 11th, right? Yeah, I think that's right.
Happy birthday, Mark.
The day's 8.
Big 6-0.
Wow.
I just did it last November. I'll be 61 in November.
I can tell it too.
I look a lot younger is what people tell me, though. I don't know. I thought
I
that
don't
I was.
remember 60.
I thought I was younger than Mike Berry, and he told me he was younger than me. How old is Mike, Joey?
I have no idea.
I think he's like 58 or something.
I don't know. I'm gonna quit hanging around with you old guys. Rubbing off, I think. Making old guys, old
Tom's
man out of
probably the
me.
youngest, isn't he? Tom the youngest or Norman the youngest?
I just don't like that your guys' old ages is getting closer to mine. Just keep it up there. Like 58. Like, no, like you guys start talking about 60 and 70.
My buddy just had a stroke this week, and he's 48 years old. I was like, geez, that made me. I told my wife, she started talking to me, you need to go ahead and retire now. She said, you keep right on working, and we don't need to. She said, well, you're going to not have your health, and then you'll be sitting here with no retirement to take.
To be 48 again.
Now we're getting down there. Country Road and I is about the same age. I see one in there that's about like me. The rest of you was older folks.
Hey, there's DC back and alive. Good for you, buddy. Worried about you.
I think everybody knows how old I am.
Joey, how old were you when you retired?
When I retired?
Yeah.
Let's see.
From working for the man, that is. I know you're still
I retired in 2019.
2019.
I'm 70 now.
Gotcha. So you waited till you hit 65?
No, not really. Wasn't waiting for that. I just got tired of some of the stupid rules the government had.
Oh, yeah. They're good at that.
Yeah.
So I got in the garden today there, JW. I thought I'm just go over here and I'm going to just pick a few cucumbers before I pick some tomatoes. I'm going to make salsa in the morning. And I trellised 2 different kinds of cucumbers, mixed them in there and stuff. Wasn't sure which one would do real well. I had a big old 3-gallon bucket. When I got done, the whole bucket was full of cucumbers. I said, I can't even pick tomatoes. Couldn't believe those hybrid. I planted regular straight 8s. And then I decided to try one of those, like a store cucumber, like the hybrids or whatever, the real pretty ones.
Yeah.
Man, did they take off. Those things are the real deal. Those hybrids, they've got them genetically made now to where, man, they're disease resistant and they're just as pretty as a picture. You never seen things so straight and so dark green, and grows quick. And bunches and bunches of them. They put the straight 8s to shame. But I still have to keep on growing the old school ones.
Well, I'm done with the garden, and I ain't having a garden next year.
Why is that?
No more peas?
I ain't growing nothing.
We'll see. I bet you said something similar to that last year.
Same thing last year. Yeah.
I'm done with it.
We'll see.
100 tomato plants out.
Y'all remember that.
Yeah. We got that on record. Put that in the archives, Joey.
I ain't having a garden next year.
Remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, my biggest challenge in the garden is just getting the potatoes dug and getting the young kids to come help pick them all up, so I don't have to bend over and pick all them damn things up.
I heard you. Problem here is keeping them in the heat. You ain't got somewhere cool to keep them. They ain't gonna keep.
No, I keep them down there in the basement and garage. My garage is closed in. There's only one window. it's got part of the central air. It stayed pretty cold because everything's underground. I put my sweet potatoes and my potatoes down there, and I got three kids with grandkids and the whole 9 yards. The problem is they don't last long. The next thing you know, all the potatoes are gone. 2-3 months, and that's it. You don't get much through the winter.
Me and my wife picked peas until we was sick of picking peas. And then we started calling people, and we had them lined up out here picking peas.
That's funny. Well, I did that with green beans. I left town and told my son, pick all the green beans you want and freezer pack and put them up. So I had to go to a national sales meeting in Vegas for a week. And I took a few days off. Wife went with me on the front end. So I was gone about a week and a half. And he said, Dad, he said, there were so many green beans. He said, we couldn't pick them all. He said, we put them all up and there's still green beans. I said, well, I know. I came back. I had to till them in. I said, they turned yellow where you didn't pick them. He said, Dad, I never seen anything like it. I said, I tried that dark horse green bean, a bush bean. And it's a big, long, pretty green bean. And, man, there was a bunch of them. But my kids said they didn't like them as much as the half runners. They like the taste of the half runners a lot better. So they weren't bad, but they weren't as good as a half runner.
I like the Blue Lake bush.
Those are good. I'm trying. I got Valentinos planted. I was watching that guy, Wishwell Farms, up there in Columbus, Ohio, commercial farmer, and he swears his favorite's the Valentino. I ordered through Home Seeds, and I bought a bunch, put 3 rows of the Valentino green beans in. They're up about 2-3 inches right now. So I'm hoping for maybe some fall, late summer green beans.
We can't hardly grow them here late in the year. There's too many bugs.
You know what I started doing with the bugs? I put it in a 1-gallon sprayer and bought that bottle of that spinosad. It's all organic. And you just walk through and you put a couple tablespoons, whatever it is, says to on the bottle in the green, and you spray that. And I'm telling you what, it takes care of virtually every kind of bug known to mankind. And it's all organic. It takes care of worms, bugs, cucumber beetles. I started doing that, Mark, and I swear I'm a believer. It really works. SPINOSAD, spinosad. And you just take a sprayer, just walk through, spray the top of your silks, your corn. You'll never have a corn worm. You know, when the silks start coming out, I'm telling you, cucumber beetles gone. I mean, the whole 9 yards. It really, and the beans never look better. Last year I got eat up with beans. This year I started spraying it.
I'll be right there.
I've seen a couple of those guys on YouTube. They're the big gardeners talking about it. Sure, they was right. And like you said, you can harvest the next day. Right after spray. It's very organic. You know, that's the nice thing is you're not really using a chemical.
I use mineral oil on my corn.
Do you? That's not a bad idea. Well, that's organic. I mean, you can still do the same thing, but the spinosad, you wouldn't even have to worry about it burning anything like the oil or anything would be. It wouldn't coat anything.
You
look into that a little bit though. You'd be shocked how easy that was. I couldn't believe it.
1 drop of that mineral on the hair of that corn, you won't have no worm.
There you go. I like walking down that road with a sprayer and it's done in 10 seconds. So you just walk up and down the road spraying them things and just keep right on going. You walk through the whole garden that way. Beans, corn, tomatoes, everything. I didn't have a tomato worm one this year. Not a one. No cucumber beetles. That stuff's amazing.
I'm tired of putting up tomatoes too.
Oh man, I put up. You know what I tried this year? My wife and I, we freezer packed tomatoes. Last year we freezer packed beans and corn and everything. But the lady at the farmer's market sits by me. She says, just blanch them for 3 minutes until the skins can slip off. Dice them up and put them in your quart-size freezer bags and throw them in the freezer. And I did that. We put up 16 quarts. You know, they're probably like yay thick in a quart bag filled up with tomatoes. When you want to put your chili on or you're making spaghetti sauce, you unthaw that, put it right in there and go.
We canned most of her. She did 48 quarts of stew made of, I don't know, about a dozen quarts of spaghetti sauce,
There you go.
dozen chili starter.
It's just so easy. I like freezer packing. It just saves all that canning time. I put up pickles last week. I put up, I don't know how many pints of pickles. I did sweet pickles, and my wife loved them. I loved them. My kids, they said, we want dill pickles. I said, then you go can them.
Yeah.
it's like I don't hear like they're taking orders or something, Mark. Like, did y'all
It's a job.
You want dill pickles? I said, nah. I did Mrs. Wage's sweet pickles.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I like. they want dill pickles. They come pick the cucumbers and they can get out the pots and hot water bath all they want.
I remember that spinosad you're talking about, and I not expert information, but I just asked the internet there, and it says to be really careful about it around your bees.
Yeah, you spray it in the evening is what you do, but remember it's by the time it's dry in the morning you're gone. Yeah, that's
true. You got to give that note.
Any and all sprays though, that's the true way. You want to spray everything, in the evening, right there. You don't want to spray anything in the morning or whatnot. But you remember, bees are not getting on the silks of your corn. They'll get up on the tassels and stuff, but they're not getting down there on the silks and stuff. But spinacid's completely organic. You can harvest. I think like next day, I'm almost positive, or even that evening or something if you did it more. But I spray everything or anything I use. I always do it in the evening when the bees are
that's the key part. Yeah, you got to spray in the evening is what it's saying.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't know. This is just
There's no residual.
I remember seeing something.
The nice part is you just don't get that residual, which is the nice part of it.
Yeah.
and a lot of that stuff like that. It's the chewing bugs, all those bugs like a cucumber beetle, a tomato worm. Once they chew the leaf, it gets in their digestion and then kills them from the inside out. So it's not a pesticide. It is. It kills. It's an organic pesticide. You just hell of a lot safer. Like Mark talking about using mineral or whatever. Bee don't like oil either. It's like anything.
Yeah. Death is death. It's like It's like I use nematodes on all kinds of shit, and it's like you do not want to be killed. That's the last thing you want to be done is killed by a nematode. Oh my god!
Yeah, yes.
Could you imagine that?
And BT are probably the two safest sprays that are organic. I've started using them in gardening. My dad, he did 7 Dust and all the different stuff. The only real pesticide spray I do is early in the spring when I'm planting potatoes in the ground. I spray that what's it called? Come on, Mark, tell me what that spray is you put on it. And you never see a Colorado potato beetle one. You spray it right in the row in the ground when you're planting your potatoes. And I talked to the local potato farmers.
It's like a sulfur spray? Is that what you're doing?
Nope,
it's malathion.
It's like Bronco 2.0, something like that. I'm trying to think what the heck it's called. Oh, I got a bottle of it down there. It takes like a tablespoon to a gallon. What's that stuff called, Mark? I bet you Mark knows.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, in my area, the Colorado potato beetle will wipe you out in a couple days. And I think it's it's called something like Bronco 2.0 or something. I have to go down there in the garage and look at it there. You'll never use a bottle of it, but you talking about, you just spray right in the potato row. You don't never have to spray your potatoes or anything. But I guess that the beetle comes out of the ground, and I guess you're covering it back up and everything too, so you don't have any problems. But that stuff, man, they told me about it, and I was shocked how well it works. And then and all that residual and everything's gone before potatoes are ever starting to root or grow or anything. So
right.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to Bayer or Monsanto, but they are figuring some things out. Like there was one that worked for me. There's like a grass one is like every other
I got to call you back.
every other seed would like go yellow and all that. And it was this spray. It was like a Bacillus subtilis, and it's organic. It's a bacterium.
That's a BT, isn't it? Isn't it called BT for short?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
BT.
cheap. Yeah. It's like it was $20 for a liter, and it was thick, and it went a long way. And it's like it solved the problem.
Yeah, BT's a real good one. The Spinacid's a good one there. The Spinacid's even cheaper, and you can make it concentrate. I bought, when I first started trying it, I didn't buy the concentrate and make it myself. I bought, like you said, the liter or quart spray guns and used it. And then when I realized how well it was working, the biggest thing I had trouble with last year was the squash bugs. Whew, man, they're wicked on them, and that does a number with it. But you can take that BT and the squash bug, and you can actually take a needle and draw it in a hypodermic needle and squirt that into your stem of your squash plants, and it stops those squash bugs that lay eggs in there, and then they drill a hole, and then a big worm gets in, and all of a sudden you'll see your squash plant just fall over and die because they eat the stem from the inside out. But if you inoculate the stem, and I didn't do it last year, you can still spray, but big things you'll see when you flip those big leaves over, you'll see like a little cluster of bright orange or red looking like eggs, and that's them squash bugs. They almost look like a stink bug or something, But they're wicked because it's when they plant those worms get in there, they kill the stem from the inside out. And then you walk out there one day, your plant looks great, and you're getting zucchini and yellow squash off of them, or your pumpkins, and then the next thing you know, the whole plant's dead overnight. But that's the biggest pain is dealing with squash bugs.
What we talking about chemicals and stuff? Has anybody ever made their own formic pads? Y'all had any experience with that?
No, Mark, but did you read the stuff about the that plant that grows a weed out there that has formic and oxalic acid in it? It's like stinging nettle.
Yeah.
And it's on the internet. You can reach up to 90% effective. You cut it, lay it out, and let it dry, then mix a certain amount into your smoker with you. And what's really neat is when you smoke your bees, right in through the entrance and let the smoke go up through there, it'll penetrate the caps and kill the mites like formic does through the brood. And that's pretty impressive. I've got some drying right now. I want to try.
I'm going to look that up because you know what? I have so much stinging nettle here. My wife is all over that shit. Like she makes a pate out of that. Like I eat like the spring stinging nettle makes a really like that with garlic. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Excuse my French, but it's fantastic.
I didn't know you could eat it. I know it's.
You can eat it. Yeah, but you got to eat it. You got to eat young, like not the old stuff.
Right.
But we have a lot of it. So that'll actually deal with mites. You say. I got to look that up.
Yeah, look it up. I think it's stinging nettle. I'm pretty sure what it's called.
Yeah.
AW, have you ever made formic pads? No. The only one I know around here is Ken Williams.
Formic always just scared me because of the heat sensitivity. We get some pretty hot weather.
I've never had a problem with mites, but I've been, since I started beekeeping, I'm a real young beekeeper, and basically I bought an Instavap right away, and I just treat 4 times a year, and it's never a problem.
Have you ever?
I'll let you guys all figure out.
Do you do mite washes at all, though, Norman?
No, I don't. Well, I don't. No, I put a tray. I'll put a tray.
How do you know what your mite load is if you never do a wash?
Well, I don't need to do a wash because I can put a tray on my bottom board, and then I treat them once, and then I can go pull the tray out the next day, and then I can see what's there.
But that doesn't kill the mites that are which the majority of the mites are under the cap brood.
Yeah,
only
well,
on the
mite
Ferretic,
washing,
you're only on the,
mite washing ain't gonna tell me shit either, isn't it?
yeah, it tells you what your Ferretic,
My language is horrible. I'm
It's-
sorry, JW.
it tells you
Sorry,
what your
Joey.
Ferretic mite load is, Norman, though. And then the thing is your OA is not treating the mites that are inside your cappings.
Right. But then, I treat them every 4 days for 5 times in a row. And then, I do it quarterly. And
hey, if it works for you, keep at it.
hey, I'm young yet. It may not work next year. This year, I was the greatest beekeeper who ever lived. Every single one of my hives survived.
That's great.
Yeah, but this year I won. But it's you can't live up there. You can't live up there. I know that.
I hear you.
You can only be champion once. But yeah, like I don't agree with the cup thing because it's so arbitrary. It's like if I scoop one mite, okay, that's okay. But if I scoop 5, that's bad. It's really arbitrary.
Actually, it's not that. But when you're looking at getting nurse bees, when you do the shake, and then you get the forager bees to fly out, and you're getting those.
Yeah, you're getting
nurse bees where they're over taking care of the brood and where the mites are at. So you're actually controlling that your wash is highly concentrated towards the nurse bees. And then all you're trying to do is see what's your mite load. I mean, you can have a low mite load and still have viruses. It's not an exact science, but it still plays with statistically with the numbers, because if you're getting over 3 mites and a half a cup of bees, you probably have a pretty good mite load in that hive.
And I would take it a step further. It's like, the only good mite is a dead mite. And then like, if I scooped 1 mite, I have mites. And like, if I scoop 0 mites, I still might have mites. And like, when I treat once with oxalic acid, anything that's above. So it's like, it's better than scooping them up. And then I pull out the tray off the bottom. Like, are there any mites on the tray? And if there's a single mite there, it's like, well, I know I have mites and I should continue treating because they still exist, because I'm not going to beat them like that. And the bees can't beat them because, they haven't evolved to that yet. And that's
not at all DCBs. Not at all DCBs. I've got some on a different location. I have treatment-free bees. I think the way in success for mite treatment is going to be just to get a varroa-sensitive hygienic bee that doesn't have to require any kind of treatments. We're just not there yet.
I 100% agree with that. But I'm not the guy who's going to develop that bee.
Well, you remember when I was telling you about cutting the drones out in June? You remember I told you that? And then I went back and put the comb back, or put the frame back in. All right, so I've got them in the freezer now. Here's, of course, our flow sucked, right? They didn't fill them all the way out. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
See, that's a half frame, right?
Yeah. See, Mark, I do a combination of that same thing. Like
that part right there is plastic.
Yeah.
And the other part. So I got, a little bit of cut cone off of it, not much.
Hey, Mark, hold that up a little higher.
You're talking. So you got drone comb with the honey.
Yeah, I see it now. You made a story frame.
See, I cut it was a story frame. This is plastic. So I cut all that out, right? Well,
right.
Cut them drones out, right? And then I let them build it back. I put it on the number 2 position. I cut them out the second week of June, and then I put them in the number 2 position. Of course, the honey flow sucked, or they would have filled it all the way out. But that's about what I'm getting right there.
I've got the green drone comb, and if you use that on the ends, you typically get honey there on it and stuff too. But
yeah,
I've done the green drone combs to where they'll put all their drones there, then I'll go take it and freeze it. that's really pretty all natural and treatment free. You're just, there's a lot of different things I do that are treatment free, with freezing the green drum cone plastics. I've done brood breaks. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do beyond that. Oxalic acid is more organic, the acids are. When I first started, I was using, what's the synthetic there, Joey? The miticide there is in the plastic strips. I haven't used that in years. That was the thing that almost everybody was using at one time, but you can't use it with honey supers, of course.
Amatraz.
Amatraz, that's it. Yep. Amatraz. But I mean, when I tried Formic and tried Apigar, Thymol, I always just got the luck of the draw that I got some serious heat. And I did Thymol there one time with Apigar, and I lost like 6 queens, and it knocked them down so much I couldn't hardly get them built back up in the fall. So Apigar scares me too. And even though it's organic, it's just really hard on your queens, and a lot of times they'll supersede them.
You have to be really cautious with
I remember my
heat.
apiary. I even did a low dose. I remember my apiary walking around, it smells like Listerine all over your apiary, just walking around by the hives. I'm not a big fan of it. A lot of people like it and use it, and that's great for them. But I wasn't a huge fan with it.
Well, if you're anywhere between 10 and 100 hives, I'd say just use oxalic acid. It just makes sense. And then just
Well, I can tell you, I'm on
year
year 7, and I can tell you, I don't think that a singular mite treatment is the way to go, Norman. I honestly don't believe that.
Well, if you have between 10 and 100 hives, you're not going to be the guy that develops the queen that's going to save the world.
No, you can already buy. There's other guys already doing that. I've already got Varroa sensitive hygienic from Corey Stevens and others out there, but I think most people that I speak to don't believe in using only a singular type of mite treatment. I think I'm somewhere in between to where I'm using, I use OA. I've got vaporizers. I've got the mask and everything, but I also do other things too. I do all natural things as well as, OA.
But yeah, it works.
I use Viroxan strips for me. Did wonderful. They're OA strips, hang them in between the brood, 2, 3 in a box. And that stuff was freaking wonderful, and it keeps that treatment right there on it. And once you have a low mite count, it keeps it static. I mean, if you look at the studies at Michigan State, Viroxan, if used correctly and at the right time in the right hives, is phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm sure it could, but I'm just saying, that's just the one answer. It's very simple.
Yeah,
and
I don't think there's
and
any
if you have over 100,
right.
then it's you can't spend all your time, using an Insivap on 1,000 hives. It's going to take too much time. But if you have under 100, it's you got that kind of time, right?
Those guys got 3 and 4 Instavaps and go through it, and I've seen Ian Stepler up there with 4 and 5 of them, and he treats hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of hives, and he does it. So I mean, you can, but he rotates his treatments. He doesn't keep using the same thing.
He does a lot. Yeah, he does a lot of different things. But yeah, he's in a different.
Yeah, because mites will build up resistance to things, and that's the thing you got to realize. You keep on doing it, and like you said, you have.
But it's mechanical. They won't build it up against oxalic acid because it's a mechanical poison.
But you're missing the point. OA does not treat the mites with the majority of them underneath the cappings.
No,
even if you do 4 or 5 treatments, you're never getting ahead of it to get it. Now, if you do OA in the dead of winter, when you get some temperatures above 40 degrees, which I do, and you do that twice, once in a 4 or 5 day later and do it and get lucky again, you can get the mite load to almost 0. I don't even have to use, when I get a good winter treatment with OA, I don't typically treat till after I pull honey. But that's where OA is most successful. It's not a successful treatment, in my opinion, and what I've read and looked at, to be used quarterly, because it doesn't do anything, oxalic acid vaporization, for cap brood, and that's where the majority of the mites are. So
Yeah,
that's my
totally
opinion.
right.
That's what the research shows, Norman. So I know you've
I agree
had
with you.
other results there, but that's cool. We can always agree and be respectful and agree to disagree at times.
No, you're factually correct. You're totally right. Because it's you got to get under the wax somehow, but you can't get there. So it's like it's a procedure, right? So it's like if you
Anybody
do
know
it,
anything about that Centera, whatever you call it?
I do not, Joey. I heard about it, and I heard was that the one Better Bees making now?
I don't know anybody using it.
I saw
What was it that
Cayman Reynolds was talking
using?
about a new one there on one of his last videos or two, and I think it was available at Better Bee.
Hey,
AP
Rod,
Vera or something.
what did Todd use last year? Loma Vista. He treated his
That
farm
was
the same.
what was that?
You spray it on.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it was though.
are you talking about the one that got
That
real
was the guy
popular
from
this
Turkey.
week? Everybody made a video this week about somebody they're spraying the top of their eyes with some new oxalic acid spray or something.
No, this was for storing comb here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I misunderstood you, Joey. Too. I was talking about something.
Well, I got it pinned up in the thing there.
Yeah, it was something else there. My comb I put now in my garage, which is central air closed, sealed off, and everything. And I've been lucky thus far. I haven't had much moth problems or anything. Just the way I store it up.
I'm gonna have to find something cheaper than these crystals because they done got high.
Did it really?
They have, hadn't they? They know.
Yeah, outrageous. I spent $60 a day on them.
Even at Walmart, even at Walmart, Mark.
Yeah, that's where I got them.
Crazy.
Used to be
like
cheap.
$10 a pound.
Well, the crystals now are double repellent for different species. Those crystals will keep the hive beetles out of them, and they'll keep the saucepans out of them. If you put those crystals on your hives, you won't have to worry about having saucepans around them.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be milling around them, is he?
They'll repel them every time.
Hey, Mark, when I was using it, I was buying the 2-pack moth cakes, putting a piece of paper down and putting one on like 10 or 12 my honey supers, and then sealing it off. And I just bought the cakes, not the crystals. Are they any cheaper?
I don't think so.
Per pound, the crystals are cheaper than the cakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Unless they make that cake a lot stronger.
I don't know. I saw Mike was doing the cake, and I started doing the cake.
He is, and I've used them too because
yeah,
they were a lot cheaper one time. But
well, that's the last time I used. This year I didn't use anything to speak of, and I did okay. I
don't want to risk that.
Well, I've got my I'm going to have to go back to it or something because I'm
using some right now because my freezer is full.
You guys, I just use mothballs from the dollar store. They're usually pretty cheap.
You got to watch the what the you got to make sure.
You got to read the ingredients. Yeah.
Was it called Zyrtec?
It's P-bias. What's that called? Jet. There's a certain chemical. You don't want to just use any mothball. It's moth crystals or moth cakes, and it's B-chlorozine. I can't remember how you said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Chlorobenzene.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you got to look that word up before you go shopping.
that stuff that Todd was using was Hygienic Boost. That was that guy from Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That was a different product entirely.
Yeah. Now, that has a cleaning effect, too, on your cone, I think, like viruses and stuff. I'm not sure, but... But the stuff like Man Lake sells, it's like $17 for a little jar of it. Now, I don't know how many cones that'll do. But that's
I tell
cheaper
you
than
what,
crystals if it'll do very many at all.
you know, if you're really hard up, just go to the bar and start scooping out the pucks out of the urinals.
That stuff is nasty. I don't know how you guys can use that
You gotta
in your
rinse it off. That's
supers.
all.
Okay, so hear me out for a second.
I don't use
You have
nothing in
to.
my supers. Nothing. Mine are stored out in the wide open.
That's
You
what
just put
that's
daylight through them, or let
Yeah,
daylight get in them.
it's in an open shed. My honey supers in an open shed, and
Must be nice.
they stack. I stack them side to side, or whatever you want to call it. Now,
On end.
brood comb, that's what I store and put crystals on when my freezers get full.
Yeah.
I don't do any crystals in any of my honey comb.
Yeah, I see
I
the
would
price
worry
has
about
gone up
changing the honey itself.
on those moth cakes, but it looks like you can still get 2 of those moth cakes for $9 is what it looks like.
How much do they weigh?
It's a big round circular, but what it does is you put one of those and you can put 10 or 12 boxes stacked up. So you're getting to do that for $4.50. That's on Amazon. It's probably cheaper at Walmart.
I bought a 6-pack of 1 pounders for $33.85 on Amazon. And that was cheaper. That was cheaper than Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay. Because last time I bought some on Amazon, I turned around and got them cheaper at Walmart. But if that's changed, but it looks like $8.99. There's 2 in a package. I'm not sure if it says what the weight is here. I'm looking at it.
8 ounces.
Hey, don't turn your nose up at the dollar store there, boys. Like, remember what the chemical is, and then go there because they'll sell you the mothballs in the dollar store for like stupid cheap.
I've never seen that P- in mothballs. I've only seen it in crystals and cakes. I've never seen it in mothballs. Yeah. So you really got to make sure it's P-dichlorobenzene. Yeah. That you got to make sure. If it's something other than that, you do not.
You do not use regular mothballs.
So it's a 6-ounce moth cake, is what it is, Mark. And
so that's not even a pound.
So right, that's all you need though. It lasts the whole time. Once it's in there and you keep it sealed up, you don't have to do it anymore till you crack them open, and you'll still smell it even though it's dissolved and gone in the spring. I mean, I'll put those in there and I'll seal it up, and if I've got a crack, I'll take some, painter's tape or duct tape around them, and I seal them top and bottom, and I put one on the very top because that gas drops. Put on a piece of cardboard on the top, and then maybe about 12 supers, and I never had a problem with it. Now, when I opened them up, you could still smell it. I'd turn them on their sides, and I'd run a box fan through them for 2 or 3 days. Joey's got the crystals.
That's it, Joey.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. That's what I'm sitting there looking at there too. So, I don't know if you can see that on the thing. There it is. See? Can you see mine there, Joey?
I'm trying to get me off of there.
Yeah.
Those cakes, the ones I saw on Amazon and Walmart, those cakes were expensive.
That says $8.99 for 2 of them. I'm not as big as you are. I've only got like 25 hives. If I stack up my supers and basically, 12 in a stack, and I'd say I've got 50 or 60 supers, I can do it for $20-$30. That's, shouldn't be any problem. $30-$40. P, not nap. Yeah, it's P dash.
Yeah, I think Charlie said the P means put it on, and the N means no, don't do it.
No, don't do it. Yeah, P-dichlorobenzene. Yeah.
I can tell the difference. I used to wrap mine. I'd stack them 10 high, and I'd wrap them with pallet wrap.
There you go.
And I could tell the difference in how many that was disappearing from the top, right, versus not wrapped. the chemical don't last as long.
No, because you got it more airtight, so it doesn't
Get
dissolve.
more air. Yeah.
But I tape is what I was doing with mine, and like I said, if I saw cracks or creases, literally once you have that on there, even any kind of and I'd put mine indoors in a sealed in garage, and once the fall or winter comes in cold weather, you're good anyways. You know,
Good, yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing about it. My garage still gets quite a bit colder than the rest of my house too.
Just getting from now to November, you know.
Yeah. I've got mine sitting like Joey says out on the back deck, opened up the air, and I don't have any problem with my honeycomb. It's setting out brood combs is the problems, you know.
I just don't have enough room here to set that many out. I've got about 100 of them.
I've gotten in a good practice, guys, of putting them back on there afterwards. Every one of mine, because last year we got a good fall flow, and I got quite a bit of honey, and I was thanking God I was putting those supers back on just so the bees could keep up with them, right?
Yeah.
And I got the pleasant surprise. I got some really nice fall honey. You know, we get everything.
I did too.
We got waterweed came in good. We ended up with aster. We ended up with the goldenrod, wing stem, ironweed. We had all kinds of good stuff there. And, you know.
Where are you at?
I'm in Huntington, West Virginia.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just probably east of Lexington, Kentucky. You know, maybe 3 hours from Cincinnati. Cincinnati's still a little bit further north, but not much. But
are you up in the hills?
No, I'm actually in the Ohio Valley. So I'm right where Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia come together. It's called the Ohio Valley. I live in an area called the Tri-State area. If you ever want to watch a good movie, a really good movie, a true story, it happened right by my house, watch the movie We Are Marshall. Matthew McConaughey. That plane crash was in 1975 right there by my house. Heck of a good movie. You're going to watch something one night with the wife. You just might pull a few Kleenexes out there too.
Michael, I'm not sure about that. I watched a guy in Georgia years ago use cedar storing some of his brood comb in nuke boxes. And I didn't try it, but Mike Berry tried what that dude did, and Hobbs got in there and eat all his he was using cedar chips. I don't know about the cedar oil at all.
Yeah. We had a guy down here that done that. He put cedar chips on top, you know, and the moths got in them.
Yeah.
I wish that would work. Bees, where are you at in West Virginia?
I wish that would work. I'm starting to build all my hives out of, like, you know, I live in, you know, Vancouver Island, so cedar's not a problem. But yeah, the inside of all my boxes is all red cedar. All my bottom boards are yellow cedar. So I got lots of cedar.
You reckon that's helping with your mites any?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Hey Joey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You say you don't have no problems with them.
I don't, because I treat I treat like crazy.
Pair of mothballs.
All right, can you see that? What that says? It says active ingredient paradichlorobenzene.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that, yeah.
So
that's mothballs. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and I got this at Dollar Tree about by the case.
Yeah.
So you got that at Dollar Tree?
All right. Yes, I'll order it and have them ship it to the store.
Really?
All right, let me show you something else.
I know my Dollar Tree store manager. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
That's what I was saying.
This is my stacks of drawn comb, and I use the blue tape on the seams.
That's what I use. That's what I do.
Okay. And then I take a shim. Every fourth one, I take a shim, and I drill a 1-inch hole with a 1-inch plastic plug. And I put a paper towel just underneath that plug, and I'll pull that plug out, and I'll shove 10 mothballs in there every month. I got it on two sides so I can get to it easy.
Why do you have to do it every month? You down there in Texas or whatever?
Yeah, it's hot. Yep, and it's by the way, look at all these frames that I'm cleaning up because the mothballs, the wax moth tore my butt up on just stored comb that
See,
I just stacked up crisscross. Now,
thank God for cold weather
jump on
for
it in a
us,
hurry right now.
man.
so let me show you something here. This was a stack of just starter strip and no foundation. And that's all the wax moth damage. There was no drawn comb in here. It was on the bottom two boxes. They ate every bit of wax starter strip that I had in there. So if somebody tells you it has to have brood in it, if it has to have brood in it or pollen or any of that, they're lying. Look at the look at the cocoons in that. That's nothing but starter strip in that whole stack, and they ate every bit of it.
Yeah,
so you guys do what you want.
I wonder if the old frames had something to do with it was smelling. They were smelling it and called them in there.
There may have been some old frames in there, but it once they get in there, they're going to eat everything they can.
That's crazy.
And
I've had them get on plastic foundation where I rolled the wax on and left them in the shop forever. I forgot about them.
I don't
come back and they had them on there.
Thanks, Philip. The young guns are vindicated.
By the way,
I had somebody tell me the moths wouldn't hurt the wax cook boxes. That ain't true either.
No.
Those worms will grow right up in that wax dip box.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, that's brutal, buddy. Oh man.
Oh, I've had wax dip boxes they're in before, yeah. I tell you what, I despise those things. I'll tell you, that's the truth. If you get a dead out and you don't get to them pretty quick, they'll get to them faster, lickety split. You get a good abscond, and all of a sudden your box is empty, and you didn't realize they absconded. Woo!
Yeah, and I have to be careful up here because we got chickens and ducks, and we buy food, and there's moths come with the food. A lot of the times you open up a sack of food.
Yeah, a lot of those are pantry moths. Pantry moths. My mom got my sister and brother-in-law bought a box of Raisin Bran, believe this or not, into the house. My mom and dad didn't eat Raisin Bran. They left it up in the shelf there for 6 or 8 months or whatever. And that entire box turned into, they ate a bowl or two of cereal, left 2/3 of the box in there. And there was pantry moths that grew in that thing. And she had an infestation in her kitchen of pantry moths. They had to bring like Orkin in for like 2 or 3 months straight to get rid of them. They're hard to get rid of, man. Mm-hmm. Really hard. And they came in from your food, just from brand cereal, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Philip sent that picture.
Wow.
What's that?
Wax moth.
Wax moth cocoons.
In the box.
Yeah, they'll fill a box up, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what was scraped off the inside of a box. It was like a mat. The ants were eating those things. I thought it was kind of. I'm gonna make it my screensaver.
What's the coldest it gets for you down there, Philip? Typically.
What's that?
What's the temperature get the closest during the winter time? How low does it get?
Oh, we don't ever have more than a few days of freezing at a time.
That's what it is, man. I'd say that's why you manage it so hard, because you have to. Mother Nature, when we hit November, Mother Nature here turns everything off bug wise. November.
I want. Once we get into like November, December, I won't have to worry about wax moths anymore. But right in the middle of this time of year, in the middle of the summer, they're tough.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can shine your flashlight out there right now and see them everywhere.
That's right. That's right.
And we don't have anything like that. It's just, it sounds like you guys got a much higher population of them.
I had a brood comb that I left in the corn trap one time all summer after I took them down. And the next year I found them when I was getting ready to set them back up. And hadn't even touched the brood comb.
Wow.
And I was told by somebody that the reason they probably didn't touch it was they had that scent of that the lure in there.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's so or not.
Neither. Joe, this iPad of mine's getting ready to die. I'm going to jump off, brother.
All right.
You
See you
guys,
later.
it's good talking to you. You all have a good one and enjoy your Sunday. We'll see you.
too.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
I like that guy. That's the first time I've ever spoken to him.
I've never heard Tom be this quiet.
My internet's on the fritz. It seems to be bouncing in and out.
Mine's been shaky tonight too, Tom.
I guess I need to pay the bill, huh?
That's right. We got an echo back too.
Yeah, have you paid Elon his ducats this month?
It comes and goes.
They take it out of my account every month, so I don't have to think about it.
Well, I'm going to pull my last honey boxes tomorrow. Well, I wouldn't say last. I got a few out here behind the house I'm going to pull in another couple of weeks. But I don't know. I don't think there'll be any honey on it. But I'm taking them off. Feeding.
That's a neat thing for where I'm at. It's like other than blackberry, we get a lot of nectar at once. But other than blackberry, it's just this slow slog of nectar all year. And it's I can't give up on it until the fall. They'll still I could still pull honey supers off in the fall. There'll still be something, but it's not like they're filling anything ever. It's just this gentle. It's like, hey, look, this one found something somewhere, and now there's a box or two. It's not like you guys with the farm fields and all that. What kind of technology is that?
Is it beer 30?
No, it's let's see, let me show you. It's mead.
Mead 30.
Is that legit mead?
Yeah.
That's a sissy looking glass you got there.
Yeah, that's a lot of booze.
Woodford Reserve glass.
Mark said what
when
I was
he's done that,
thinking.
he'll tell you what he really thinks.
Not everybody can pull this off using a glass like this off, Mark.
Hey, Mark, did you see the way he was holding it too?
Yeah. Pinky out.
Was the finger out there?
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
You got to do that. Yeah.
I'm not
There
sure
you
if I'm
go.
hanging
Hey,
out
Mark,
with
you
that
know what
guy
that
no more.
is? That's class. That's class.
Is that what they call that?
This right here's class.
That's right.
I envy your hubris, man.
I just got to find them. I got on one of these live chats one night and wore mine with Mark, but I've got to go back and dig them out of the closet again.
Hey, Philip, how is Noah doing? How's your son?
He's good. He's moved out and he's working for Brake Check. They do a bunch of car stuff, working on cars. But yeah,
Okay.
he's not helping me with the bees, but
Yeah, I got you. I knew you said he had a new career job going on. I didn't realize he moved out.
yeah. But no, he's doing good.
Good.
Mostly paying his own way. I'm still helping him with his car insurance and his phone bill.
Yeah. Well, next time you see him, tell him we said hello.
I will. Yeah, and he's half the reason I'm not moving my bees to cotton because his work schedule changed. He doesn't have 2 days together anymore.
Oh, I see.
But also the cotton where I moved my bees to is pretty much dead. They hadn't had any rain, so it never did bloom. They plowed under most of it. It's not irrigated like where Jeremy takes his.
We have had more rain in the St. Louis area than I can recall, and I'm not sure. I'm going to say maybe a couple decades. I don't know. It's been nonstop rain here. Everything is green around here, like it would be in April or May for us.
Really?
So
we had about a month.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We had about a month of a lot of rain. We had a really dry spring, and then about middle of May it rained until about the middle of June. But it really hadn't rained any since then much. So
now, what is your guys' temperatures like right now? Above average?
Oh my goodness, there. Well, I don't know if it's above average, but it's over 100 every day and has been for the last 4 or 5 days. And we got another week ahead of us before any relief.
Well, I was down there in Houston Monday, and it was 100 degrees, and it felt comfortable to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That had to be an unusual day in Houston because it can be 100 degrees and 85 humidity down there.
You come up here, and it's 90 with 95% humidity, and you'll burn up.
Hey y'all, it's me again, Lexi. Hey y'all, it's Sarah.
Hey Joey, what kind of food did they bring you? That looks pretty good. Is that fried chicken?
It's yeah, it's kind of fried chicken and rice.
That was good.
That's
I'm gonna come
right.
over.
That's pretty good service.
Yes,
keep at it, they'll get better. That's doing all right.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
What was that now? I got Lexi. Me again, Lexi. Who was the other one? Me again, somebody.
Saren.
Saren or Sarah?
Saren.
Saren. Okay. That's an unusual name.
Saren.
Yeah. Saren Paisley.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how they brought you dinner. My boys just mooch and then leave. I need to kick them out, I think. I'm gonna do like Philip did. I'm gonna boot my kids out.
You just made yourself a fool. You should have made yourself a daughter instead of a bunch of sons.
Well, I do have a daughter, and she's married. She lives on her own.
Well, there you go. You should have forbade that.
No, they can do what they want. Well, she gave me 2 grandkids, so that's a blessing for us.
How old are you, Tom?
I just turned 50.
Jeez. All right. You and I are in the exact same boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have 3 kids. A daughter's 24, married, has 2 children. Her and her husband have a beautiful house, not but 30 minutes from me. And then my twin boys still live at home right now. One of them works for me. The other one's a car salesman.
Oh, geez.
I'm half 100.
Yeah,
Say again,
I'm
Joey?
50. I'm 50. I got 2 kids, and I have 2 grandkids from my daughter, who's the younger one. And they're, what are they? 7 and 8 or 9 now.
Oh, okay. Mine aren't quite that old. I have a 3-year-old grandson, a little over 3, and about a 1 and almost half-year-old granddaughter. She's absolutely the best. That kid, man, they're amazing. I love it.
This is good. We got a pair of 50s, we got a pair of 60s, and we got a pair of 70s with JW and Joey.
Hold on. You think JW is 70?
JW's older than he's 70.
JW, just say you're 70. Just make it okay.
You don't know what he's talking about. I mean, you can't. I'm not near that old, Philip.
Yeah, I'm 43. What are you guys saying? Fuck off. Excuse my French. That's 5 times. I owe a lot to swear jar.
I know. You have to start putting like Romans have to start like $20 in the swear jar, Joey.
Yeah. Welcome to the 60s, Mark. I didn't know you just got here. I got here about a month ago.
Well, we're right there together then.
Right. You're my little brother now.
Yep.
I tell you, Tom, it's not easy being 50. Right?
Yeah, I'm good. I love it. I feel like I'm 20. I can still work circles around these kids too.
I feel tired, but then nobody can work as hard as I can, so I don't get it. It's like, how did we create the society that we live in right now? That's the question I'm asking.
I know, right? Not sure how that goes either.
When you hit 60, you don't worry about all that.
You poor babies.
Norman JW said that when he turned our age, he retired the first time.
50.
Yes, 50. When our age.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I understand that. And I don't know if that's the first time I'm going to say that. I'll just say it because I'm had enough beer tonight. But yeah, I've been retired a couple times already, and then things have happened, and now I'm not retired.
I got to keep working so I'll stay out of trouble.
Same.
Well, being retired doesn't mean you're retired. It just means you can do whatever you want.
I don't know, Mark. I've heard that in your line of work, you can get in trouble while you're working.
You can. You don't. You got to keep your door shut.
Keep the lizards out.
Yeah, one time when Mark was out and about, there were some ladies trying to wrestle up in his truck, and I told him to turn on the camera and unlock the door, and he said no way, he wouldn't do it.
I think it's the overalls. The girls are attracted to the overalls.
Yeah.
I have to dress down. See, I'm so pretty.
That's right.
I have to dress down to keep them off of me.
Yeah, that's all right, buddy.
Are you coming back this Friday, Mark? Because I'm going to pull up my overalls. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. No, those were the things to wear when you were, when I was young. I never wore them through a working life at all. Like, just nobody ever wore them. But they make a lot of sense.
Well, y'all, it's 9:30. We've been on for 2 hours. I think we'll go ahead and end the chat.
All righty.
I appreciate everybody over in the chat coming in. Appreciate everybody in the studio.
Good evening, everybody.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye, y'all.